Hello everybody, Loter for Life here, bringing you guys a deck profile for TGs, updated for the newest ban list of April 1st. Now, until the ban list came out, I was playing, God, what was it called? Redox, but Redox got banned, so I took him out and put in Jar of Avarice. Well, it's not as good of a card as people thought it would be, but however, it does help out the game if like you're about out of like cards, or if you need to put in like your spells and traps, which is what you really mainly use it for. At least in this deck where you have 3 Pot of Avarices that are basically Pot of Avarice. Anyway, so on to the actual deck profile. First and foremost, I play 3 Rush Rhino. I pretty much play 3 of every TG monster. And that is because they are all just pretty good, actually. I mean, Rush Rhino, he attacks, he gains 400 attack during the damage step only. Also, if he's destroyed during the end phase, he can search out another TG. All of them, except for Jet Falcon and Catapult Dragon, have that effect where at the end phase, he can search out a TG except itself, which is pretty good. And then Jet Falcon is a tuner. If you use him for a synchro summon, you burn your opponent for 500 damage. Pretty good card. TG Warwolf, he's a level 3 guy. You guys know what this guy does. If a monster is special summon, you can special summon him out. Another pretty good card. I play 1 Dandelion just for general synchro fodder and for just getting more stuff to go for synchros with the tokens. I play 3 Catapult Dragons. Basically what this guy does is I can special summon a level 3 or lower TG tuner monster from my hand. This allows for some very good combos, such as specialing like, I don't know, Jet Falcon, and then chaining off of its special summon, TG Warwolf, or something like that. And also, if you can somehow keep him on the field for more than 1 turn, you can continuously do this once each turn. That being said, I mainly use them to go into like an instant level 4 or 5 synchro, which is pretty good. I'm going to say that a lot. I play 2 Boost Warriors, mostly to try and go for level 2 guys, and to further go into more synchros. Again, pretty much that's all this deck does. And I completely skipped over Striker. He's basically a Cyber Dragon, he's a tuner, he has 800 attack, 0 defense, and yeah, he's pretty good along with Warwolf in that if your opponent controls a monster, you just special summon this guy out, and then you get special summon out Warwolf along with him. Which is why I often go second off that chance that I do happen to draw that general hand. And then I play 3 Cyber Magician. Cyber Magician allows you to use TG monsters in your hand for a synchro summon. This is especially good if like you just cannot get out multiple stuff out in one go, or if you need to get or if like your opponent has like, I don't know, like, oh God, what was that card called? Kaiser Coliseum out or something like that. Basically, it's best for if you need to try and go for play, but you can't have any way to get out your monsters. Generally speaking, I tend to use him and Rush Rhino to go for an instant level 5. I play 1 Soul Charge, pretty good for going into multiple synchros and making a Quasar and a Halberd Cannon. It's pretty fun. Fool's Burial to mainly get a Dandelion into grave. That's mainly the only reason I used to use it, to get Redox into grave, so I didn't have to worry about drawing him. But Redox is banned now, so yeah, that's a thing. Play 2 Duality. This deck kind of plays slowly. It can play fast, but it generally plays slowly. 3 MSTs to get rid of general annoying back row. 3 plus Supply Squad so you can further plus off of your monster's destructions. 3 TGX, 3 DX2. Basically, it's a mini Pot of Avarice. You shuffle in 3 TG monsters, draw 2 cards. Really good card. I play 1 TGSXI. No, that's a 1. Basically, whenever a TG monster you control destroys an opponent's monster in battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can select 1 TG Synchro monster in your graveyard and special summon it. A really good card, and especially it's useful with like Power Gladiator. You have Wonder Magician in graveyard or something, you attack over something, activated special summon Wonder Magician, and then go into, I don't know, Blade Blaster in main phase 2. 3 TG1 EM1. It's basically a creature swap, except you get to pick which monster you take from your opponent. And just frankly, I think that's a lot better than regular creature swap. You could probably put regular creature swap in here too, but you don't need it. You got this. 1 Jar of Avarice, mainly to recycle the spell traps. As I said earlier, you got these to recycle your monsters. This is mainly here to recycle your spells and traps and your non-TG monsters and your synchros. And then one Psalm Warning for general summoning and negation. Play one Formula Synchron, one TG Recepro for Dragonfly. I cannot speak today, guys. I'm sorry. This thing, it's mainly useful for if you got a Wonder Magician and Power Gladiator out, and you need some way to get a non-tuner level 2 monster out, and you got this guy. 2 Wonder Magician, a really useful card. Whenever it's Synchro Summon, you get to destroy a Spiral Trap card, and it is mandatory, so if you have a Spiral Trap card, you gotta destroy your own, and it sucks. 1 Catastrophe for general, just monster destruction. Oh, and a Wonder Magician, if it dies, you get to draw a card. Same thing with Power Gladiator over here. He does piercing damage, and you get to draw a card if he dies. Hyper Librarian for, drawing every time I Synchro Summon. Really good card. High Speed Roid Dharma. I prefer its Japanese name. High Speed Roid Makendama or something like that. I can't remember it now. Basically, this thing does piercing damage, and if you happen to have a machine type monster in your graveyard, you can banish it to inflict 500 damage. I kind of wish these guys had their anime effect where they were also machines, but yeah. Also, if this card is in your graveyard and control nothing, you can special summon him. So basically, if you got nothing on your field and he's in your graveyard and you top deck into nothing, you can just go ahead and special summon him from your graveyard. And you cannot normal summon or set that turn that you use it. I play 1 Goyo Guardian, just a generally good card. 1 Clearwing Synchro Dragon, possibly one of the best level 7 synchros in the game. Or some people would argue Black Rose, but I like Clearwing a lot. Also, Clearwing can negate Black Rose, so I play 1 Stardust Dragon, 1 TG Blade Blaster. Really, really good card. People underestimate this thing. Basically, if an opponent's Power Trap card targets this card, you can send any card from your hand to negate it. Also, during your opponent's turn, you can remove a TG monster from play from your graveyard to banish him until your next standby phase. Which basically means your opponent tries to Dark Hole, okay, banish a TG, I don't know, Striker from graveyard, banish him, okay, next standby phase, Blade Blaster comes back, and you still have a 3300 beat stick. Really good card. Then I play 1 TG Halberd Cannon. He's basically another shooting Quasar, except he's in the TG archetype. And he has the same summoning requirements, 1 tuner synchro monster plus 2 or more non-tuner synchro monsters. And he cannot be special summoned except by synchro summon. Once per turn while he's on the field, you can negate the summon of a monster and destroy it. And if he has sent from the field to the graveyard, you can select any TG monster in your graveyard and special summon it. It's a really good card, and some people say that he's completely and totally inferior to Quasar, and he kind of is if you think about it, because Quasar can negate anything except for summons, and he can negate only summons. However, is better in some situations than others. Like if you're doing against Queeforts, he's going to be better in that matchup only because you're not going to be able to, Quasar's not going to be able to negate a multi-summon of a bunch of monsters. You can negate the actual pendulums activating, but you can't negate the summon of those monsters. And so, yeah. Generally speaking, I do play Halberd just simply for the general occasion that I need to go into him. Or if I happen to be lucky and have soul charts and then be able to make both, and then your opponent just kind of cries in a corner. And then I'm not even going to bother going over Quasar because everybody knows Quasar. Anyways, guys, this is my general deck profile for TGs. Yes, there's a dozen different ways you can play TGs, and this is one of them. I love this deck a lot. It's really fun to play, and I'm trying to put it together in real life. Yeah, I can't wait till that gets done. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. Have a great day. Rate, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think about this, and what do you think is the best version of TGs? I'm thinking about trying out TG Nordic next, and then probably, I think TG Psychic is honestly the best, but like if you're trying to go for Quasar. But however, generally speaking, I don't think it's the best overall. It's just the best for going into Quasar. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. Have a great day.